From beating Wales in Cardiff for the first time in 22 years to beating England 4 times in a row in over 100 years, to controversially losing to France at home, to shockingly losing to Italy in Rome, to the defensive effort of a lifetime against the eventual champions for Ireland. It's been a rollercoaster of the Six Nations for Scotland. Where do we go next? There's no good answer, really, let's be honest. I think the big issue with the squad is the mentality factor. I think a lot of the players got in their own head a lot in the games they got beaten, especially that Italy game. We had Italy dead to rights in that first half. But Italy, this whole campaign had been fantastic, taking nothing away from them. They were deserving winners. But the mistakes and the errors were coming from the players on that field. So, big question is, does Gregor Townsend get the sack? In my opinion, no. He's Scotland's longest serving coach. He's arguably Scotland's most successful coach. He's got the highest win rate of any predecessor. But people want him gone because we've not won a Six Nations. I think that's a bit harsh. Also, who would fill in? Who would take over as Scotland head coach? Because Sean Everett at Edinburgh, yeah, Edinburgh are doing well this year in the URC, but we're still trying to figure stuff out. Franco Smith at Glasgow, now no disrespect, he is doing an amazing job at Scotstoun with the Warriors, but he's been proven to not do great on the international side. He might get a redemption arc, I don't know, but as of right now, no, Gregor Townsend should not get the sack. I think that's a bit harsh. I think it's a bit erratic. There's a lot of positives coming out of this tournament. For one, we can now match some of the best teams on the planet physically. Now, I remember growing up and teams would just batter us off the pitch. That Wales game, I know I questioned the mentality at the start of the video, but with a Wales momentum like that, that would have beat Scotland teams in the past. Even just 5 years ago, that would have beaten Scotland teams. We managed to dig ourselves out of the hole. So we've shown that we can do it. It's just a continuity thing. Finn Russell. I particularly thought Finn Russell was a great player. Not his best, but he worked in ways that you wouldn't expect from Finn Russell. So there wasn't any of the flashy passes. There wasn't any of the masterclass, the Maverick style. But he was 100% off the kicking tee until round 4. He was leading the points tally for the whole campaign for majority of the tournament until, I think, Super Saturday, when France and Thomas Ramos had fun with it. But, yeah, I don't think there was an issue there. Selection process. We're actually now picking a team based on form instead of name value. Gregor Townsend got slated for not having Hamish Watson in the team. But we've got Andy Christie now. Andy Christie is 24 years old. Put up 28 tackles against Ireland. 2 turnovers. I mean, he was fantastic. Keep him in the team because he's deserved it. And I'm not saying Hamish Watson's playing bad. But there are other players. Like, we've got depth now. Stafford McDowell is good proof of that as well. Sione Tuipuotu, one of the first names on the team sheet, got injured. Well, who'd you call on? I thought the answer was Cam Redpath because he's got that link up with Finn Russell that they do at Bath. But you need a physical, big brute of a 12 at international rugby. And when Sione's not there, Stafford has that answer. He was fantastic in that first half against Ireland. What I want to go forward is this summer tour is going to help us see a lot of fresh faces. I'm not worried result-wise for the summer. No disrespect to any of the teams, but the quality we've got, we should have it comfortable. This whole tour for USA, Canada, Chile and Uruguay is purely to see what young up-and-comers just missed out on the Six Nations, what new partnerships going forward could work. And again, it's all about depth, it's all about options looking forward to the Omtes, then eventually next year's Six Nations. We are in a good place. We really are. It's just ever so slightly. We got denied a bonus point in Wales because the ball was held up. Then the ball hit the line against France, but the referee said no, it didn't. Andrew Porter's try. Now, I don't agree with it, but a lot of players and people were saying it shouldn't have been a try for Andrew Porter. So it's the thinnest of margins, so we're not that far off. We're never going to be the complete story. But keep building the way we are, with the team we've got, with Townsend in charge, with Tandy as the defence. 232 tackles against Ireland is freakish. So we can show that we've got that defensive effort. Maybe just calm down a little bit on the attack, because there was a bit of frantic through not just one game in particular. When we had the ball, there was bits in each game that we did start to panic. But if you just slow it down a little bit, stick to the game plan is the main point as well I'm trying to make. Don't panic. Do not get in your own heads. If you're in control of a game, do not let it slip. Keep that pressure on the throat and finish it. That's all. I'm confident. I will forever back my country, regardless of opponent, regardless of who we line up. Yeah. Win, lose, draw, always Scotland. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. But thanks for watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button on YouTube and follow me on TikTok at BlissfulRugby HQ 2.0. Cheers.